experiences that I have. Few more things. Long ago, we realized that liver is the core for all metabolic diseases. You called the liver का थोड़ा बहुत liver का बता दो इन्होंने इरशाद your waist. It is more important than your weight. So waist and weight are two important things which should weigh for rest of your life in your mind. Waist, weight must weigh in your life for rest of your life. More so for those who are getting degrees. शादी मत करना. बच्चे पैदा government wants more children. बच्चे पैदा मत करना. This is my personal advice based on science. Till you have a waist of 80 or 90 and your weight is height minus 100. Or for a female, height minus 100. Why is it important? The next generation which joins Sharda University should be healthy. Do you agree on this? This is a simple thing which can be done very easily and is being done, and if Dr. Sood would like, this should become. This is now a national policy from 2021 and it is considered India is the leader in fatty liver screening right from the bottom, ASHA worker to above. Business, economics, law, medicine, कि नया आपका सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल पर मेरे से 2-3 दरखास्त है आपसे. One of them is the economics of health and disease. There are no people. Burden of disease. शराब पीता है, कितने बंदे मरते हैं. 22 साल का बंदा ट्रांसप्लांट में जाता है, बाकी 60 साल की जिंदगी गई. लॉस टू द नेशन. हम लोग रेवेन्यू कमाते हैं अल्कोहल या उस पर स्पिरिट पे 20% टैक्स है, 40%. गवर्नमेंट हैज मनी बट दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड हाउ मच ह्यूमन लाइफ and things we have lost. So I want to request Sharda University to open a campus in IITS of health economics. We have no people who are trained and we would love to have people. I was also told you have a launch pad for new incubators and innovators. Am I right? डॉक्टर्स जो हैं उनका बिल्कुल जीरो. मेरा तो लफ्ज़ नहीं आता मुझे जिसके अंदर की पैसे बनाए. इन्होंने बताया पैसे कैसे बनाते हैं. like some people to help us with that. Now some things for the students to understand and the teachers. I am not here as a convocation address, but I will just give you 2-3 things as I have been involved with IITs. The student who should pass out should come back and pay tribute to the teachers. जो भी आप बने, शारदा वापस आते रहें. अपने एल्यूमनाई क्लब को इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग करें कि शारदा यूनिवर्सिटी ऑलरेडी वेरी वेल नोन कैन बिकम better and better because of your strength. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you must remember. And I found Isaac, who came from, I be a great supporter for you. कह रहा है दरिया से समुंदर का सकूत. सकूत मीन्स खामोशी, डेप्थ, पीस. दरिया मतलब रिवर. कह रहा समुंदर का सकूत, जितना जिसका ज़र्फ है, डेप्थ, जितना जिसका ज़र्फ है वो उतना ही खामोश. समुंदर खामोश रहता है, आवाज़ नहीं करता. जितनी आप में साइंस में गहराई है, आपके अंदर गहराई, तो जो पास करें ज़रूर जितने मेडल हासिल करने करें, पर याद रखें कि आप अपनी पब्लिसिटी ना करें. आपका काम आपकी पब्लिसिटी करे, आप करें, खुद पब्लिसिटी ना करें. इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ एक बार फिर आपका बहुत आभारी. I am very grateful and I will remain a well-wisher and would like Sharda University to think about ILBS. Thank you very much for considering. Thank you.
here, but they will also keep guiding Sharda over the years to make this institution greater where we are from here. So I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all our leading scientists and academician who has accepted our invitation, came here for this noble cause of this the passing of our graduates. It's a very special day for the youngsters. Thank you very much, sir. So I would not like to tell about them because I think everybody knows. Only I want to say that when I was a kid, so I would just want to follow something, okay? Because as a student, as a kid, you always follow your parent, you follow your leader, you follow your classmates. So these are the people in the realm of scientists, okay? So I would ask some of my students to look at them, study about them, and they will become a live example of how to become great scientist and successful doctor within this hall. Thank you. This is Atmanirbhar Bharat. And with the scenario of mega, like made in America, and then Europe stopping something, China's blackmailing, stopping critical minerals for the Indian development. The vision of the Prime Minister to make India great again, I think what we have seen in 2000 when the China export was 3 billion, India export was 2 billion, our political leadership did not understand the opportunity at the time. And when you see in China, went for $70 billion, India is to $13 billion, where the reference was 2 or 3 in 90. In 2000, it became 13 versus 17. Now the China is a superpower in terms of financial wealth. Because they have, worked very hard in terms of localizing everything, importing everything, and did the reverse engineering. And they had a very, they did it everything with iron hand. Because I was visited China in 2004, 2005, I think 2011. And I was really surprised to see how these new buildings are coming, because everywhere there are huge complexes. So I was wondering how old this building, so I just tried to understand. I was just looking at the tree surrounding this places, so I understood. This is all happened in 10 to 15 years. It's not very old thing. The big trees have a huge stamps now. So I could understand, and I came back to India and I decided I was not able to digest the growth of the China. And I met their ministers and all. They says, we have a very specific mandate. Every person, every politician has been trained to make this China great, and they go step by step, and we have a vision for 50 years. We know where we have to achieve, and everything is going according to it. Unfortunately, India, we have done a great job, but we are not able to achieve what we really wanted as a political leaders or socialist leaders. But last 10, 11 years, things have been changing, and the vision of our current leadership to make India great by 2047, I think you have the greatest opportunity for you, because when I entered the business in 1980, there was no technology, it was no information, okay. So there was a different kind of ecosystem, but now having AI into the place, the technology is in place, you guys are spending a lot of time on social media. But I would say this social media is also making you mentally disconnected with society. If you use this time for learning the more knowledges, learning the more new values, this will help you. Because I have interest to protect your identity as who are you. Indian family, Indian ethos must be known to the world, and I think Vasudeva Kudumbakam was a philosophy which basically the whole world is a family. And I think we are detection because we are not talking to friends. I have seen so many suicides, so many, depression is happening. And yesterday I was reading an article, out of 100, 20% people are somewhere, some other way are mentally sick. Whether a scientist or they are getting into what doctor says, the liver problem. Getting into the drug, getting into the alcohol. This is again, it's a social isolation, and you are not able to, connect yourself to the people around you. So I would say that you are passing out, you have a lot of challenges, you have a lot of opportunity also, but stay connected with your family and your friends. Because if you do not have an emotional friend whom you put eye to eye, whom you do not.
Sharda School of Engineering and Technology, 248 masters and 768 bachelors. Sharda School of Humanities and Social Sciences, 191 masters and 172 bachelors. Sharda School of Law, 40 masters and 117 bachelors. Sharda School of Media, Film and Entertainment, 33 masters and 130 bachelors. Sharda School of Medical Sciences and Research, 74 masters and 147 bachelors. Sharda School of Nursing Sciences and Research, 8 masters and 73 bachelors. School of Pharmacy, 87 bachelors. Sharda School of 34 bachelors passed out in academic year 2024-25, whose names are set out in the list and who have been examined and found qualified for the award of degrees, to which I pray that they may be admitted.
By virtue of authority vested in me as the Chancellor of Sharda University, I admit you all to respective master's and bachelor's degrees.
Sharma and all the other dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, members of the Senate, proud families, and most important, dear graduates. It is truly a privilege for me to stand here on this very momentous occasion, on the 9th Convocation function of a very fast-moving university in all spheres of education. This occasion is very special for all of you, and I congratulate all the graduating students, all the medal winners, and all the proud parents really for their achievements. Now, we have already heard in the last 45 minutes words of wisdom by Professor Sareen, Professor Ashutosh Sharma, and our Chancellor, Shri P.K. Gupta ji. So, in my few minutes, I'll just share some thoughts on science and education ecosystem as it is now, and see that India's innovation system is undergoing a profound transformation driven by interdisciplinary thinking, inclusive research, and visionary national investments. And today's landscape really rewards curiosity, creativity, and collaboration across boundaries, making this a very exciting time actually to all of you to contribute meaningfully to society. And this shift, as we know, is reflected in the evolution of our national ethos. Today, under our leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, we have embraced Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, and more recently, Jai Anusandhan. Truly, it is truly strategic. You have all seen the launch of Anusandhan National Research Foundation, 1 lakh crore RDI corpus fund for R&D in private sector. That there is a difference. This is for private sector. These two of investment in knowledge, creativity, and technology. Just to again say, ANRF is academic centric along with industry, but 1 lakh crore rupees low interest or zero interest rate loan and academia, and this two programs of the government announced recently really mark a new beginning. Now, this also says that we need to go beyond doing science for the sake of science. We need to see that it also contributes to the societal benefits. It really contributes to make life easier for people. And all this requires that we need to think across boundaries and looking at the issues for the society. Now, Sharda University's vision to serve society by being a global institution of higher learning and entrepreneurship, I am glad to see is deeply aligned with these national priorities. And as was said earlier, a few minutes back, I will request all of you, the graduating students and the faculty here, to really see how you can really contribute to this transformation, the new transformation which is happening, and really cut across the disciplines and so cut across the boundaries and really contribute to the Viksit Bharat dream which our Honorable Prime Minister said in 2047 and even before. Professor Ashutosh Sharma, education can't separate them. Which I am sure Sharda is following, and you have to see how education and research and innovation go hand in hand. Another impactful solution emerged not from isolated silos, but from integration of diverse disciplines. So, science provides the tool to understand and solve problems, and the art and humanities offer the humanistic lens to interpret needs, design empathic systems, and communicate ideas with emotional resonance. So whether it is inclusive artificial intelligence, sustainable urban design, or public health campaigns, innovation demands both rigor and creative insights. So science and humanities cannot be separated. They have to be going together for a holistic development. So he is extremely well placed because you have all the disciplines, and this is what somehow you have to inculcate in your curriculum, how these two apparently separate disciplines really integrate, and that could be a unique contribution of universities like Sharda. This is not happening as much as we want, but I have a feeling in the coming decade, this is what will make a difference in the society. Another example which I really like, which I mentioned, is the Pablo Picasso's legacy. We all know, have seen it. It must be understood, accepted, and most important, embraced by the society. This is where social sciences are essential to ensure the technology serves society, and they will help to decode human behavior, guide ethical design, and shape inclusive policy. Many examples for and humanities, society have to go on. I'll give one example which is counter to this, and that is genetically modified crops, GM crops. You know its potential. We have a huge potential with GM to address food security, climate resilience, and nutritional challenges. But it faces enormous challenges in public acceptance. Ethical debates, farmer education, regulatory clarity, and cultural belief all influence how GM crops have been received. Now we have to understand this dynamics before we can see how the science benefits can reach the society. And this really cannot be more timely than now, when artificial intelligence has made inroads in our lives, especially the popular moment of Chat GPT. We have gone much beyond that. We have now the artificial general intelligence or super intelligence, which is going to mimic the human behavior, learning, and so on.